I was beginning to wonder when you would return. You want Hedwyn, but first... How very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. I was just standing about in the blackness of this void, thinking it would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch. An ancient band of killers trained almost from birth to carry out their missions without fail. All the sisters needed was a name, the sum of 500 soul up front. Living on the outskirts of civilization, your days all full of training which could kill you or just cripple you for life. How do you suppose I lost my sight? I didn't realize you were blind. Through glorious battle with the scribes, or in a careless sparring session with my master? But I've not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first, I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But in less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. Did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, the lot of them. But what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you further with such matters. I would have bored myself to death back then if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted, till it is taken away. So, given your mortality, let's say that we get back to our business here. Who exactly do you have in mind? You're the one calling people. I'll give you that. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Hedwyn. Oh, but you must mean that nomad boy, so innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then let us bring him forth. Soon Hedwyn appears in heat of the summons. Hey, my friend, what's going on? The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, boy. You answer to me here. Understood. You are a fool. Do not talk back to me. Your reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let's see what you can do without their aid. Save for that of your lovely reader there. You got this, Edwin. Nope. Oh, nope. There we go. See, that's fine. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, maybe you don't have this quite so well. Ah, damn it. I was trying to get him first. Come on. Ah. Alright, you still got this, I promise. No! That is not jump. That is jump. Oh, I don't like this. Gosh darn it. That's right. Just cast it in the wrong direction, will you? I got it. This big guy is a problem. That's right. Oh! Come on, Edwin. I gotcha. Got it. We still got it. Yeah, you're gonna move there, which is a problem for me. Damn. That's alright, they're so far away. Come on, Hedwyn, come back. Damn. Their cur is very swift. Ooh, nice slide, Hedwyn. Nope. Can't reach me. Thank you for leaving it open. We did it! Seems you did, indeed, boy. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Now farewell. Good to be back after all that. Say, what's that you have there? Gull's Bracer. Hedwyn power casts his aura with greater ease and gains unlimited stamina on hit for 2 seconds. Only for Hedwyn though. His aura is greater. I have to think about that one. Discuss the plan. Volfred wishes to continue speaking with the group. Earlier, Volfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I am saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Hedwyn, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here's how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Aladel, to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if they did not merely skim that chapter of the book. I haven't read all the chapters of the book. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Selim, one of the downside celestial landmarks, and meet our adversaries in the Rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignaris. You'll know him when you see him. Mighty triumvirate that has been the closest rival of the Nightwings. Okay. Ignarius is the notorious demon leader. Okay. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirates prevails, their somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth. Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in and clothed and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all this? The same Commonwealth that says to sentence into exiles forever and freedom from the downside is impossible. Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to keep secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So then that's it. We climb the mountain, someone goes back and everyone else stays. For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that is it. But I like your connotation, and indeed, for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Wilfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent of Mount Aladel. I'm gonna keep doing this. You locate a secluded area nearby where you should be able to study the Book of Rites. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. So we've knocked that out. Let's do hope. You concentrate on the substance of the words and teachings of the Book of Rites, such as you understand them thus far. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. We gain spirit. Mount Adolia. Here before you lies Mount Aladel, the sacred mountain on whose summit the rites were first conceived. Stretching far beyond your line of sight, somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather round again before Volfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. There is only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. Only one of you is to go free at first. Who shall it be? Go on now. Don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madam. That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rites. What is it that they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rites. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those ones who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I've been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted my little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwyn over there. He was tasked with seeking two trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know the rest. So then why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rites, as you've seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself, or keep listening. Excuse me, this is important. Your fellow exile's freedom seemed to hinge on Volfred's plan. You ought consider his every word. Soon you'll have another right to conduct, best to focus on. No. Volfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he's willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodrail raises her voice again. Hold, you mistook my meaning. I understood your plan. Still, I wish to know why us. Why are we, among all the others, chosen for this liberation rite? Ah, I see. Well, that is simple, really, madam. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say, because, as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain, though in this case the expression is quite literally true. When the Eight created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf, exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all the others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and remnants. You need but show up to the rites. You see the others, erstwhile jockey for position for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right, then? Participation is all that matters? Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom, while failure can be an excellent teacher. The scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or those who prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. These are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free, yet still the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Volfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up the mountain and present you with some options. The Emperor's Ascent. A gap through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Aladel. Faye believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Emperor's Fall. A pathway on the outside of Mount Aladel's nameless lower summits. Pamitha expects some long-lost valuables to be stashed here. Ooh. Do I want valuables? Let's go this way. The sublime beauty of Mount Aladel, along with the thin air this high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Faye has been positively bursting with excitement. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Tizzo? You've been here before, Tizzo? Isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I think I'd stay, unless maybe I got too cold. Or hungry. Wait, what is that? Something about her changes then. Wait, look, but Tizzo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there? You yourself see nothing, but Faye rises almost off her feet as the imp looks on, astonished. Was it the scribes? It was. I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. They told us we are welcome, that we're welcome here. Faye runs off to spread the word among your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious, and in spite of everything, your spirits rise. +2 hope for the next rite. Journey onward. First 2 paths. Headwind expressed a passing whim to see the view from here. Aww. Sir Gillum wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. Oh, I gotta go with Headwind. I'm sorry, Sir Gillum. You and Headwind walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no sign of howlers, as Jody would say. No sign of anything at all. You sense something is troubling him. Oh, it's just... I've been giving lots of thoughts to everything that Volfred's told us. In another couple days, one of us may be gone all of a sudden. Or... I don't mean to put it that way. One of us could go free. We earn our way back one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The others and I, we talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. This might all be part of Volfred's plan, but we got here thanks to you, and even though I'm worrying right now about us splitting up, I guess if Volfred has his way, all of us will meet up on the other side. And won't that be a day? Worst case, we keep failing the rites and be stuck down here together, just like this. 2 of you walk on in silence for a time. When at last you return to the wagon, Headwind turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. Hedwyn feels more prepared for the next rite. So I guess we could better take Hedwyn. Oh, and he earned enlightenment from that. I can't check anybody else, that's what I was looking for. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway of carved stone. It is said the scribes themselves keep watch over Scribe's Gate. The judgment of the scribes determines who can cross and who is sent the fast way down. Come along, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together. Much how we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and the others follow. Ooh. When the last of your companions nears the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tariq?
Salutium, Ceres.
It is. Greetings, Celeste. She watches over the Scribe's Gate and seems connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. She's the gate guardian. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Aye. Then let us make this quick. She gestures toward the rest of you. Now, each of you, in turn, state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwyn the Deserter. Oh. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with one whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next. I'm regarded by the name of Ruki Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home. I'm Captain Jodrell. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is Faye, and I'm here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, then who? Tizzo seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Aww. Sir Gilman of the Great Sea Dominion at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Pamitha Thenin. I'm only here because my sister's here. Then as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. You, I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the remnants any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you, I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. And state why you are here, as have the others. My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. State who you are. You are a crippled scholar. You're an old farmhand, a war orphan. You do not know who you are. That seems... Try as you might, you can't make out the details of what life was like before the Commonwealth. You cannot, for the life of you, recall a time before arriving in the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your mind. Perhaps you wanted to forget the place. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add your response. State what you seek. You want true freedom. You want to help your friends. You want revenge. You want to see what happens. As you expect, all you expect is that the outcome of this whole ordeal is going to be interesting. You wish to do whatever it takes to see your fellow exiles regain their freedom. You wish to return to the Commonwealth and to live out your days there doing as you please. The companions you've met here, who have helped you survive and to find kinship in the downside, your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goals. That is all you wish for now. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once and waves all of you by. Is this just her outfit? I thought they were maybe wings at first, like the harp, but now I'm wondering if her outfit's just flowy. The 8 scribes bid the night wings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tarig? Aye, Celeste. She has a lute too. Oh, and okay, she has a star on hers and he has a moon on his. Be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back. He does not look back at her. Huh. From the top of Mount Odalel, you can see the distant downside before you. You think on the many thousands leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Commence the liberation rite. Oh, page revealed. Jodriel? Jodriel appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night, though it is not yet dark. She is already in her remnants. Headwind soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Ruki? None as of yet. Complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hanging on that collar then. I'm certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The 3 of you exchange glances, but nothing is said or needs to be said. Soon, if Vulfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Hey, what'd I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet? Easy, Ruki. We've got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How fare your struggles with your mask, Greentail? Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash it repeatedly against a wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there, for good measure. This is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here, like, soon. By dawn, in fact, if all goes well. If all goes well. That's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just... we might be breaking up the band here, people. If one of us gets out, that's been bugging me a while now. I thought we were all getting out of here at once. He shoots a look at you. Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all. Headwind slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the 4 of us, we're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do. But we've been here from the start. I want you to know my promise is to you, and I believe you'll do the same for me. So it's like this. If any one of us gets out, great. But it's just a start. We're gonna do whatever it takes there, on the other side, to make it so the rest of us can get back too. What? You think they're gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? I don't know what it's going to take. I just know we have to try. Jodriel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you, and to reassure herself. Ruki nods his head in turn, and Headwind's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn towards the door. The fall of Solam awaits, a vital step in your quest for freedom. Yet you feel in your heart that it shall only be the first. Your 3 companions gained a +1 hope for the liberation rite. So, steal yourself in turn. I guess I should take one of them. Who is the closest to getting out of here? I don't think anyone really is. No. No one's really good. No one's really close. Tizzo's closer than I thought he was. Tizzo's closer than Ruki. I should take these 3, though, because they've got... I should just take these 3. That makes sense story-wise. What's this? River frost. So cold it can burn the skin, but keeps the wagon cool and food fresher longer. A keepsake from Skaloran Shore. Oh. The imp Haub and I, we helped to save my emperor, and when the danger did subside, my emperor Salim Mur, he said something to me which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Galathian, so that I may yet have mine. You too now are an exile of the downside. In all the days which I have left, I never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So if I cannot do so in this life, then I shall do it in the next. We crossed the land together, and together with the imp, we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did." We still have so much farther to go.